What is up, epic people? Welcome back to another episode. We have a lot to go over. It was a really weird week to talk about because there's some things going on that you all should know about. And this is Matt Pollard.
I'm Erlene Pollard.
And this is the Automotive Truth.
From the heart of Texas, where the winds blow free, and Lane bringing truth and clarity, faith in world events. We're diving deep in the Lone Star State. Welcome to the podcast where faith meets the news, where Texas tales and global views infuse. Join us on this journey, hand in hand, as we seek the truth across this land. Stories unfold from cities to the plains, challenges faced and victories gained, with courage in our hearts and minds unswayed. Together we explore in every shade. In a world of chaos, we'll find our way through the lens of faith. Come what may, so tune in now. Let your spirit unfurl as Matt and Erlene take you around the world. Welcome to the podcast where faith meets the news, where Texas tales and global views infuse. Join us on this journey, hand in hand, as we seek the truth across this land. From Texas to the world, our voices rise. Matt and Erlene under Texas skies.
Subscribe,
Faith, truth,
share.
and events unfold.
Do it right
In
now.
every episode, our stories told.
We're coming to you from my mom's basement.
We'll tell you about it in a little bit. We'll get to that.
Oh, man, we're coming to you from the basement of my parents' house. So you know about all the protests going on, Maduro arrest and protesting and pilots spinning in the snow.
Spinning tires. Yeah, just a wonderful world that we're living in. Yeah.
Yeah,
This
it is. Actually, it is a good world, you know.
Well,
Venezuelans happy. Iran's about to be happy.
yeah. I guess that part of it. Yeah. Well, all these riots and everything that are going on.
Yeah, riots,
we-
exactly.
These riots that are happening. Some may call it protests. Others may call it riots. It becomes dangerous when it becomes a riot. You know, and that's just what's happened. So where would you like to start, sir?
Well, I mean, we got to start with the lady that tried running over the police officer.
So we're gonna be as, I don't know, as not politically correct, but we're gonna be sensitive.
We're going to be within YouTube guidelines.
Matt Pollard, we're gonna be sensitive to this conversation because it's quite sad.
Well-
First and foremost, it is a sad story. Someone lost their life, you know. But the other part of the coin, as I always like to say, is how did it happen? Why did it happen?
Yeah, why did it happen? How did it happen? How could it be prevented?
So let's get into our rant jingle, and then we'll get into it because there's.
Well, really quick, first, go follow on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook and all those social media platforms. And for our Faithpoints TV listeners, thank you for supporting us. And those of you that want to go onto Faithpoints TV, not just us, but you can go out there and find great programs. And you can find Faithpoints TV, of course, at faithpointstv.org or on Android TV, Apple TV. You can download the app on Fire TV and Roku.
Yep, and watch all other than our mugs. And the Automotive Truth Podcast, there you can watch Andrew Womack. You can watch Dr. Youssef. There's a lot of other programs also that are being shown for entertainment, Bible study, all wonderful, of course, faith-based shows and teachings, which is absolutely awesome. Okay.
And if you want to get on Faithpoints TV, just reach out to us or go to faithpointstv.org and follow the contact list.
That's right. And don't forget, follow us on YouTube and on Spotify. Subscribe. Help us out by subscribing.
Yes.
To either or.
All right. Thank you, guys. Okay. Now, rants. In the house,
Ranting in the house.
Rants in the basement.
Okay, so this thing happened, right? Which we'll get into the videos. But the reason Matt continues to mention that we're in the basement, which we're not, we're in our shop.
Because Democrats are evil. And evil people.
We rarely comment on posts, right?
Right.
We respond to our comments, of course, but to other people's posts and stuff like that, we rarely do it. And we happened to post, well, not post, we commented on a post that was showing that, you know, the situation and the protests really is what it was showing, right? The protest down in Austin that they were getting ready to protest over the Renee Good that got shot and all that. And so we put on the comment, what did we put?
Well, the first post was, oh, they're all about to go down into Austin and they're going to have a protest. And
Yes.
I said, all I said was, well, don't stand in front of any police cars or don't. Wait, oh man, I forgot what I said.
You said, we said, because, you know, we are one. This is a joke.
Well, that was the second one.
Oh, I didn't even see the first one. But anyways, the one that's getting commented on and people are getting their panties into a bunch because you said this is a joke. Don't get in front of don't try to run over a police officer and you'll be fine or something like that.
Yeah, I would suggest not to run over a police officer.
Yeah.
And then I said, this is a joke.
Yeah, exactly. That's what happened. Anyways, now that we have the story straight. So, tons of likes, of course, you know, people with the right views and right views, what I mean,
in the right mind,
in the right mind, and a sound mind, would see what the outcome was, which we're going to go over in just a second, but we just want to elaborate on this basement thing. And so, we got tons of likes, like 45, 50 likes, whatever. That's not what we're looking for. It's just our phone keeps going off, and it's rare that it goes off in that way. And so, there's people saying stuff.
No, they're so angry, man. They're such angry people.
So at first there were comments like, oh, that's not what she did and whatever. But then they started to get very, very
violent,
very vulgar. We didn't even respond, obviously. And we're not going to respond because that's not what we do. But one of the things that they said was, oh, you're doing your podcast from your mom's house or something like that. Or,
your job is a podcast from your parents' house or something.
Yeah, get a job. That's what they something like that. Little do they know. I mean, obviously they should have continued watching.
Yes.
Or went back up. You know, they should have just continued watching. They would have figured out that we're grown adults with our own business and that we have jobs and that we do. But anyways, we won't go in there. You guys that watch, you know. But that's why Matt continues to talk about the basement thing.
I thought it was funny.
I'm like, how did they get that we're like, well, maybe we just look young. That maybe
thank you for the compliment.
I'll take it as a compliment. And
hey, at least we got someone to watch the podcast.
And yes.
He's like, your podcast sucks. You Trump supporting fools. Trust me, it wasn't that nice.
Yeah. They said some real vulgar stuff. And I'm like, oh my God, we're looking at it laughing, you know, of course. But anyways, that's what's happened. And so be careful when you comment your opinion because they're coming for you. They're coming for you. And thank God that we're not like, we don't feed into this stuff because it could go
it could really mess with people's minds.
So be careful. That's a good, what do you call that? A PSA right there. Be careful who you respond to on comments and stuff like that when people try to come after you. Just be careful. Don't feed into it. Don't feed into that spirit of anger and malice and mental illness. Okay? Don't feed into it because it could lead to things. All right. Let's continue on into this rant. Let's start with the one video, the first video that the world saw, this woman driving in her Honda Pilot. That first video, so many people commented, like so many things. But let's watch it together and we'll chat about it real quick.
Get the fuck out of our neighborhood.
Oh,
beep.
Disclosure, a lot of swearing. You probably know this.
And they said she was trying to let them pass. What?
We have the full. Okay.
That's one angle.
That was the first video. That was the first video that came out.
But of course, that's the one they want you to see because there's no evidence.
Right. You really didn't see anything other than you heard the pops, and then you hear another crash at the end. I'll play it again, or I play it the rest.
What the fuck?
Where's your whistle now?
So you know what's so funny? I just realized that her wife, because of you all that don't know, this woman
with the white hat.
Yeah, with the white hat. with the white Scully on. That's recording, by the way. I don't know if you noticed this or not, honey, but look at the way after the shots went off, okay? She's not even running after the car. She's not even checking to see if she's okay, all right? Until she heard the bang when she hit the other car that's parked. Look at her, watch. Look at her. Look.
What the fuck?
That's when she starts running. That's when she becomes, alert or whatever. That's disturbing to me.
Wow.
But
I mean, if you follow the whole story on,
we're gonna follow the whole story.
What this lady's done to this poor girl in her whole life, then that explains everything.
Let me go on to the next video real quick here.
So
go ahead.
I was going to say, just protesting is protesting, but what they're doing is
obstructing.
Yeah, they're obstructing traffic. They're interfering with federal agents. They're touching them. They're doing things. You're not protesting.
So let me say this, that protesting isn't what it used to. And I said this before, after the Summer of Love, right? The whole George Floyd thing and all that. That protesting is not what it was. They ended up burning down. Was it Minnesota too? Was it
Minnesota.
They ended up burning down businesses. I mean, it was an awful aftermath of all that. And what Kyle Rittenhouse, that situation, like all these things, all these stories, and much more other stories within communities that we don't even hear about, that are not like front news, like these things, like these situations. It shows you that this isn't a time to go out. If you have children, let's put it that way. If you have children, if you have loved ones, if you have ones that you're taking care of that depend on you, this really shouldn't be what you're doing. I mean, forgive me. My opinion, my mouth, free country.
Yeah, you should be taking care of your family.
I believe that.
Should not be out here.
I believe that. So, and the whole back story of this woman, her and her wife, is that they do this. This is what they do. They go around whistle blowing when the ICE is coming and obstructing, and they're known to do these things. But anyways, we'll continue on, and you can see the videos that I have. What happened after? This is all the protesting that's going on. It shows you the mentality of those that are out there doing this. Now, mind you, they're also getting paid, because we can't put that on the back burner. We can't ignore that.
Allegedly, George Soros is paying everybody.
This is the aftermath. He's the one saying, propaganda campaign.
Yeah. Little do you know.
This is what they do.
Wow.
This is what they do.
What? You put your mask back on. You might get sick out there.
His mom doesn't love him. His mom doesn't love him. His mom doesn't love him.
Do you hear the things that they're saying?
I know.
Like, normal people don't say these things. This is like, what's the sense? What's the sense? If it was, I'm going to say, if it was me out there protesting, which you would not see me do that. I shouldn't say never, because you never say never, but these aren't the things that I'm going to be saying to people.
Exactly.
Your mama don't love you. Your mama don't love you. These are, they're very ignorant. And I don't think they're standing in reality, honestly. Where was my next
or there's a narrative they have to say, okay, here, you have to see these words.
So after that video came out, that's true. You're right. There's always a script, right? There's a script. This is how you agitate them. This is what you say to them. They're hungry. They're tired. Yep. They're not sleeping right. How they, just yesterday, I saw news everywhere about how they were going into the hotels where some of these ICE agents are staying and making loud noises all through the night because they're not letting them rest. So they're putting these guys, I mean, they're only human, they're not cyborgs, or which we'll get into that later too. So stay tuned, because there's more I got to tell you about that. They're human. So they get tired. They'll get agitated.
Hungry.
They get hungry. And these are long hours that these guys are working. This now is the second video. The third video. And this is from the officer's view. And now this tells the story. Now, I don't know what others are seeing, but this here tells the full story to me.
Yeah, there's a lot you have to break down. Poor dog.
Do you know that like 90% of the comments on some of these things were like, where's the dog? How's the dog? Which, anyway.
Look at her smiling.
That's fine, dude. I'm not mad at you. Show your face. I'm not mad at
Now this is where it, to me was, you can see the
Look at the stickers.
the manipulation. Yeah, because they like, I guess they stay everywhere or whatever, but the manipulation by her wife is a little scary to me.
That's okay. We don't change our plates every morning, just so you know. It'll be the same plate when you come talk to us later. That's fine. U.S. citizen, former fucking guy. You want to come at us? You want to come at us? I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Out of the car.
Wow.
Get out of the fucking car. Get out of the car.
So the cop is telling her to get out of the car.
Get out of the car.
She wouldn't move, so now it's time for you to get out of the car, right?
Look at her face.
Get out of the car. Get out of the car. Listen in the background what I hear. Did you hear that? I'll play it again just a little back.
Get out of the car.
Her wife said, all right, baby, run, go. That's what she said.
Wow.
She said, here, I'll play it again one more time.
Get out of the car.
Yep.
She said, all right, baby, run, go. People will manipulate you.
Wow.
People will manipulate you into things depending on the situation where you are in your mind, in your life. This woman's had a hard life, okay? And I'm not vouching for any, I'm just telling you what I've heard and what I've researched. This woman's had a hard life. If you see her rap sheet of all kinds of stuff,
yes,
including drug abuse, okay? Supposedly and allegedly, her wife burned her children. Abused her children. Yep. Her
put cigarette butts out on their arms and stuff, on their body.
Allegedly. It's all out there. The kids were taken away from her, the two oldest kids. She has a smaller child now who's from another gentleman who's passed. And so these two women are raising this kid. But she's been through a lot, okay? Obviously. And you have somebody that's telling you, go. You trust in this person, right? Because this is her partner. Go. I feel, my opinion, that woman has so much of the fault, and she should have some of the fault. The video, You can see she's standing behind the car, waiting for something to happen and recording.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but she's not the one driving. Oh, yeah, they didn't hit him.
So let me go back so you can hear the pop, right? The pop goes after he goes, ooh. That's what
maybe she wanted to go.
You hear that?
Wow.
She gets hit, and then you hear the pop. I mean, he gets hit.
He gets hit.
And you hear the pop.
Like, hit him so hard and knocked the camera up.
So I don't know.
What the heck?
It's a awful thing. I feel terrible for the kids, and this is just what their mom's legacy was.
There's so much you can talk about. There's so much you can say. It's just that the mindset and the brainwashing of that. It's not even a Democratic Party anymore. That extreme liberalism, progressiveness, they're just brainwashing. Whatever the narrative is for that particular season is what they get brainwashed with.
They've been doing this for a while already. And whatever the situation is, whatever
they moved to Canada,
the outrage is, they moved to Canada and came back. Yes. Yeah.
So they went to Canada. Apparently, it wasn't all what they thought it was, and then allegedly they came back here, and they just follow the progressive narrative. Whatever they're going to feed you, from George Floyd to BLM to whatever. I mean, we didn't do this when Charlie Kirk was murdered. We didn't go out and start calling people names and running people over with cars and doing all this stuff, blowing whistles and horns, and it's crazy.
So now let's take a look at the before everything happened, and this is the last video I'll play about this, and then I want to go on to what some other people have said, those that saw the truth and those who are still oblivious to and indoctrinated with other thoughts. But I want to show you this, and because a lot of people are saying, well, she was just going home. She was just going home.
Yeah, okay.
They were in her neighborhood. She didn't do this. She didn't do that. She wasn't obstructing it, like so many things. But so this is before this all happened. She was the leader of the pack of
She's
vehicles.
the leader of the pack.
Leader of the pack of the vehicles that were blocking the ICE officers.
She's the CEO of blocking traffic.
There's the line of cars. You can see the Explorers and the Escalades. That's what these guys travel in. And that's her beeping the horn, by the way. You hear all the people outside with the whistles.
Wow. It is so ridiculous.
This is all before the incident. So that car must have been with the entourage, and they're leaving. They're backing away, that Jeep Cherokee.
Dude, what about the people in the neighborhood?
Look, there she is. They're beeping the horn. Blocking the road.
Obstructing traffic.
This is somebody recording from their window down to the street. I think they have a dog. That's why you hear that noise.
Do you have the list of the people they were going to get?
Yo, yeah, I got that.
Oh, there she goes, down the street again.
And now she's diagonal. You see? Now she puts the car in a diagonal form.
Wow. Dude, like the people living there, you think they want to hear this nonsense?
They must have a dog. There's a dog, yeah. The dog's annoyed.
The dog had enough of the horn, too.
Look, right in the middle of the road. There's her wife with the dog. Look, watch. When this white Suburban drives by.
What's the point of the whistles and the horns? They think they're
to tell people that if you're
to run?
Yeah, to run. Have people to run. Look, you see her wife? You see her?
So then who somebody's leaking all the information on where they're going to be then. Is that her right there?
Or they see them coming. They could have right there with the dog. Right there in the driveway with the dog. That's the wife. Waiting for something to happen. Just waiting. Okay. Now this was
trying to make it go viral.
This was a huge sting that ISIS was prepared to do, was going. I mean, they're very sensitive, big raid. These were the people that she was allegedly protecting. Let me see if did I download it all? And I'm going to tell you what the charges were of the people that she was knowingly or unknowingly, I don't know, they were preventing the officers to get to.
So they didn't even arrest anybody?
Oh, they did, because they have all. Oh, I don't know, actually.
I wonder if they arrested.
Yeah, I think they might have. But these are the people that were going to. ICE releases disturbing list of criminal illegal immigrants arrested in Minnesota. Oh, they were. They were arrested. They were arrested that Renee Good was trying to protect. Here we go. This Sororium Ferretium, Laotian illegal, convicted of strong-arm sodomy of a boy and strong-arm sodomy of a girl, okay? Tang Vang, Tom Voy or Vang, whatever, Laotian illegal alien, convicted of SA, and I can't even say the the names because we're going to get tagged. Of SA of a boy, SA of a girl of under age 13.
Oh my goodness.
Chong Voy, another Laotian illegal, convicted of strong arm SA, 12-year-old child. Kidnapping of a child and with intent of SA. Okay. Get Yang, a Laotian illegal, convicted of strong arm SA, aggravated assault with a weapon and strangulation. Fo something Zing, another Laotian illegal, convicted of SA and child touching. Kalor, a Laotian illegal alien, convicted of SA, weapon and SA and deportation order since 1996. Herman Cortez Valencia, Mexican illegal, convicted of SA, child.
My goodness.
DUI with a deportation since 2016. Abedon Dama Elmi, Somalian illegal alien, convicted of homicide. Gilberto Landerville, illegal alien from Salvador, convicted of 3 counts of homicide. Gabriel Gama, Mexican illegal, convicted of homicide. Michael Rote, a Sudanese illegal alien, convicted of homicide. Taylor, Laotian alien, convicted of 2 counts of homicide. Mariana, something illegal alien from Syria, convicted of 2 counts of homicide. Aldrin Munoz, a Mexican illegal, convicted of homicide.
Convicted.
Yep. Abdutarsh Muhammad Ahmed, Somalian illegal, convicted of manslaughter. Mangon Dwal, from a Sudanese illegal alien, attempt to commit homicide. It just goes on and on the list of murderers and rapists and child predators that this ICE sting, again, knowing or unknowingly, she was preventing. These obviously they still did the job. They still did their job, but it just.
But all the ones, it's like every time you read what the charges are, it's always SA, it's always homicide or attempted this or they did this. It's not just they came here illegally, which is a crime, but it's always the other things that are attached to it. Mm-hmm. And then they're talking about the right being pedophiles and all these things, calling Nazis and calling all those names.
What about Lincoln Riley, right? Let's outrage about that. What about the what was the girl? She was from Ukraine, right? The Irina something or whatever.
On the train.
Where was the outrage?
The girl in Houston, like.
Well, where was the outrage? For that. I just these were the same people that these people protesting are protecting. Most of these people are the reason why these young women are unalive It's just I don't know where their mind's at, and then the only thing I can always conclude to, and it's the only thing that it's always going to be, it's a spiritual thing. These borders that were opened up, that were not opened up only to human flesh walking in, but to spirits.
Yeah,
these evil spirits. The spirit of homicide, spirit of suicide, spirit of SA, of lust, of all that stuff has come in through our borders, and we have to find these people point blank if we want our
country back,
our country to be safe, our children to be safe. Obviously, I don't know if Miss Renee and her wife cared much about the safety of children at all. I don't know that, but what are you showing me? What are we
They're
showing?
Me they didn't.
What are you showing me? Okay, I'm gonna move on in this, but where
we can do a whole episode on it.
There's other people's point of view. Do you not want me to go there?
Let's go. So people need to know this stuff
because it's not just us. There's normal people. This gentleman here we follow on Instagram, and he's a trucker, but he had some choice words. Talk about whether and not only that, disclosure all the way through this episode that you're going to hear some swearing. I'm going to try to chop it up as much as I can, but just disclosure in case I miss one or two.
Talk about whether or not the ICE agent should have shot the lady. I'm trying to figure out why she was there in the first place.
Right.
You got a son. You got a family. You out here defending Pablo and Julio like they give a damn about you. Go home and protect your son. Can't do that now, it's too late. Worried about the wrong shit.
Right.
And it's the problem. When you start dating people, you need to find out what their politics are. What side of the fence are they on? Because I'm starting to realize all the crazies is a bunch of liberals. They're the crazy ones. What woman of yours is gonna be out on the front lines battling for fucking Carlos? Carlos is in here illegally. He need to go back to his country. Worry about the wrong shit. Got yourself killed. Good job.
Facts.
We can't argue with that guy.
Can't argue with anything he just said.
Alrighty, next video. Real
so I just
quick.
want to get this straight here. Laken Riley was attacked and assaulted and beaten to death so badly that her skull was caved in and she wasn't even recognizable. Jocelyn Nungare was 12 years old when she was raped and strangled to death under a bridge. Rachel Morin was also a 37-year-old mom when she was attacked and raped and beaten to death and left beside a jogging trail. All by illegal aliens who shouldn't have even been in this country in the first place. And there were no protests for them. The left didn't care. The media didn't care. Democrats wouldn't even stand up in Congress for their names. But y'all will gather by the thousands and stomp through the streets after a woman was shot by ICE after it looks like she hit one of them with her car. Look, I don't want to see a woman dead in her car, but she's dead because she was out in the street in a city she didn't even live in, LARPing like she was the hero in Schindler's List. This is not a video game. You're not playing Call of Duty and killing Nazis. Illegal immigration has an actual effect on this country. Consequences on crime, on housing, on our job market, on our economy, and on our highway safety. It is not your stage on which to play hero just because you're a first world white woman with nothing better to do with your time who wants to feel so desperately like you're a part of something. Immigration officers are not the bad guys. The bad guys are the drug dealers and the human traffickers and the criminals who rape children and women and leave them dead beside hiking trails. And if liberals had any sense whatsoever, that's what they would be upset about.
And then how they get all these people to fall into this side is crazy. It's all the medicine they're prescribing them.
And the money. We can't leave out the money. You got drugs, money, and
Corruption.
influence. Yeah, and influence.
Because
and their minds are all numb.
Yeah.
They can't think straight. That's just what it is.
That's ridiculous.
That's what addiction is.
I don't know.
And then we're going to go to see what the other side is saying. He's an ex-officer, and he is, I think, if I'm not mistaken, he was running for governor of California, and it's breaking barriers. And this guy does, y'all go follow him. He does really good videos on situations when it comes to officers and arrest and stuff like that.
DiCaprio got off one shot.
It's like I said, this is way more nuanced than you think.
Stop! Stop! Get out of the car! 10-3. Get out of the car!
As the Jeep continued to advance, Officer Caprio got off one shot. WJZ won't show the rest, but a somber jury saw and heard Amy Caprio dying from massive crushing injuries.
I find it funny as I'm reading some of the comments from people that think they just know everything about this case when they don't. Let me tell you, this is Officer Amy Caprio. She was an officer in Baltimore, and years ago, she was on a call for service. She found herself in a similar situation as the ICE officer did yesterday. The guy sped up, collided with her. She got one round off, and unfortunately, her life was taken by the suspect in this scenario. Now, recognize, I'm not using this video to justify the actions of the ICE officer yesterday because it's too early. Nobody can do that. But what I am here to say is that that officer, in his mind, he had a split second to make a decision. None of us from a hindsight 2020 perspective can say why or why not that guy decided to utilize the level of force that he did. If we really wanted to get into the details, one might argue that Officer Caprio had more time to make a decision than the ICE officer did yesterday. So like I said, it's not as easy as it seems. It's not as black as white as it seems. Trust me on this one.
And that was before that last video came out. That video came out, yeah, before the body cam video came out, yes.
But they better watch out who sits on the jury. You fill it full of liberals, and the guy's gonna hang.
I mean, I just don't understand. Can you not see, like,
I don't get it.
What happened? Like, do you see clearly what happened? Now you have all these videos from every angle showing you what happened, and she shouldn't have died. But she shouldn't have been there. She shouldn't have antagonized. She shouldn't have accelerated. There was a lot of things. And I heard I told Matt yesterday after watching the video a couple of times that from the cops angle that he was like, F&B, like he was really upset when you can feel the anger in him. I'm sure he didn't want to do that. I'm sure that who wants to take the life of anybody else?
Correct.
He was angry. I heard
because it happened to him once already.
A week prior, Vice President Vance said that he had gone through
13 stitches.
Yeah, he had 13 stitches. He had gone through a similar situation. So You don't know what you're getting yourself into when you're going into these protests like this, and this is so dangerous.
And people are like, why didn't you just get out of the way?
No.
Well, why did she take off? Why is she there? Like you said, why is she there? Why did she take off? The wife is that manipulative to her that, take off, baby, take off, baby.
That's exactly what she did. That's exactly.
She should be in jail too.
That's the guilt, and who knows? I mean, I would put myself in her shoes. The guilt that I would bear on my shoulders that I even spoke those words to tell her to go. Maybe she thought that the officers weren't going to do anything.
What's this? When the football players got the head in CIT or CET, whatever it's called, they need to investigate one of these knuckleheads' brains.
Yeah, when they get injured and stuff like that. Yeah. Who knows? Yeah, there's something might have gone wrong in his head. You're right. You're absolutely right, man. So here's what. So BLM is involved now. Of course, wow. they came out of from under the rock and listened to what they said.
Should not wait for justice.
The family should not wait for justice, is what they say. So
take it into your own hands? I don't understand.
This is what BLM is saying. They should not wait.
And remember, we fought for Jamar Clark. We occupied a precinct for Jamar Clark. We did not get justice for Jamar Clark. But when the city burned, after George Floyd, all of a sudden there were some charges. So for those who are on the media talking about, don't burn it down, don't set it on fire, let me tell you this, we need justice and we need it now.
So they're inciting.
So they're telling them to go burn down Minneapolis again. Good job, people. Good job.
That's instead of let's try to help the family. Let's try to let's rile up together and make sure that the family's good and make sure that her her burial and everything is taken care of. Oh no, we got to burn the city down. Everybody's going down.
Maybe Tyler Perry will buy a gold casket for her.
You never know.
Because what happens after that is on your hands. All power to the people.
All power to the people.
Unbelievable. Okay, so then this is the last one, and this I had to show you this map because they're gonna maybe not. This might burn your biscuit a little bit like it did me, but you might laugh about it because I just can't believe you remember I don't know what she was, maybe a police chief or something down in Louisiana when those men had escaped.
Broken out of prison?
Yeah, and she had those big elaborate glasses on, those green glasses, and everybody was like, "What is happening? Why is it?" I don't remember hearing her speak. Did she speak well? I think she didn't speak. No. She didn't speak, eloquent or, although, it doesn't say anything if you speak in whatever way. But I think if you're, anyway, I'll let you be the judge.
Good afternoon. I'm Rochelle Bilal, the sheriff for the city and county of Philadelphia. And I say her name, Renee Good. Renee Good. Renee Good. Renee Good. Renee Good. Renee Good. This should not have happened, but we're here today. Let know that law enforcement professionals, not the fake made-up ICE, probably trumps a new army to attack citizens of the United States. Did you hear what I said?
No.
No law enforcement professional wears a mask. None.
ICE do.
What's that have to do with anything? What does the mask have to do with anything? You wore one in 2020.
None. Those that come into our communities wearing a mask to commit crime, thank God for our district attorney, Larry Krasner, who say he's going to lock them up because what they do is against not only legal law, but the moral law.
The moral law?
The legal law. The moral law.
And we will work with them. If any of them want to come in this city and commit a crime, you will not be able to hide.
What crime did they commit?
You don't want this smoke.
You don't want the smoke. This sheriff of the law of the United States is saying you don't want the smoke. What is happening? What is happening? Wait.
If I would just go there just for pity. I would roll in tomorrow.
Because we will bring it.
We will bring it. I'm lost for words.
There is no way people still vote for these dummies. There is no way that these dummies still get in office.
You know, I'm going to give
this is ridiculous.
The benefit of the doubt. You know, maybe people just don't want to deal with the crazies out in the world. And, you know, Rochelle or whatever her name is was like, you know what? I'll take the job. I'll take on the crazies.
It's whoever the moron and mayor is over there appointing the.
And the fake, whatever they call them, because I can't say the name, but the criminal in the White House would not be able to keep you from going to jail. Renee Good should be here today.
Yeah, if she didn't go there.
People don't understand. Like, oh my goodness, these things have consequences. You're right. She shouldn't have. She should still be here today. She shouldn't have blocked the road. She shouldn't have accelerated that car. Okay, I keep repeating myself.
We are saying law enforcement professionals are not the ones here in this city that would do that.
That would do that.
And I'm saying now, we are not going to whisk you away for them to hide your identity, because when you do it there, you're getting arrested there. No whisk away for them to hide you. None of that here. None of that here.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
To hide you. None of that here. None of that.
You're right, because you don't have any law there, lady. You let your criminals walk free.
Wait, so is she saying that she would arrest the ICE officers?
Correct.
Is
If they shot, if this is what I'm getting. If the ICE officer shot somebody for breaking the law, that she would arrest the ICE agents. Good luck with that.
Law enforcement professionals do not shoot at moving vehicles.
Really?
Really? only gangbangers in Philadelphia shoot at moving vehicles. Let me do this straight.
We don't do none of that. We don't do none of that.
Not saying fleeing, because she wasn't fleeing.
She wasn't fleeing. She was racing out that B. She was going home to make some cornbread for her girlfriend. She lived on the street. Oh, wait, she didn't live there?
I'm not going to cut that. Okay, let me get myself together.
She was getting out of the way.
Oh, okay.
She wasn't fleeing. She was getting out of the way.
Yeah. Run, baby, run. Boom. Bang, bang.
Okay. We were going to be civil about this. We were going to be civil.
I'm over it now.
And compassionate. We're still, she should not have, that man should not have shot her. I stand on that. He shouldn't have. He should have just took the hit like a man.
He should have tackled that car like offensive lineman.
Law enforcement professionals do not stand in front of moving vehicles invoking an action that is illegal. No, we don't.
None of that.
And so we stand here today with all those who stand against the made-up, fake, what you can call ICE, professional law enforcement. I don't call them none of that. I call them made-up, fake, wannabe law enforcement.
Like yourself. I bet she couldn't even take a test to become an officer.
This looks like satire, you know. It looks like a skit or something.
This is the movie Idiocracy, man.
Yeah, it's so insane. My goodness, what is she saying? What are you saying, lady?
You can't obstruct traffic when you're protesting. That is a law.
Oh my goodness.
It's not a law to get shot at, but I mean, I'm okay with you running them over. If they're in the way, run them over. I'm okay with it.
No, even that, because it's considered a weapon, you know, like
that's what she just did. Hit somebody, and that's vehicular homicide. But the
that first shot didn't hit her.
No, it had to be the side one.
It was the side ones, and I can understand that part. The man, like I said before, he was angry. I can see that when she drove into the car or whatever, and she was already gone, you know. he said, that B word to her.
You make up your mind. What are you protesting? Palestine? Are you protesting Hamas? Are you protesting ICE? Are you protesting... Well, I mean, what else is out there?
Anything that anybody's going to write them a check for is what they're going to do it for.
You're right.
They don't have minds. They are on their heavy medications and whatever else they're doing in their leisure time.
They got their bag of prescription pills and checks coming from
wherever the checks are being filled out. All right, we're done, ladies and gentlemen. With that, we spent a lot of time on that, but it was important to me. It was important.
That should have just been God, guns, meat, and potatoes.
Yeah, I was going to split it up, but that's all right. All right, let's go into these automotive news. There's a couple of things, and then we'll keep it moving.
Because we did it backwards.
Yeah.
That's all right. We're still going to get into Maduro.
Well, okay.
All right. Colorado diesel.
Oh, my goodness,
what is going on with this?
So,
you want to talk or roll the clip? What do you want to do?
Let me talk about it real quick, because if you remember on last episode, we talked about that.
A couple episodes ago.
Was it?
2? Yeah.
In Southington, Connecticut, on our neck of the woods over there in Connecticut, there were some gas stations that were, they flip-flopped.
They put the fuel in the wrong tanks.
That's right. Yep. Somebody made a mistake. And so now it seems like it wasn't just in that area and that was a fluke or whatever the case may be. Over in Colorado.
That tank says unleaded, but that's not what's in there.
No.
It ended up being diesel, and that's bad. Now it's being pumped out and clean.
It's very expensive. Yes. For the purpose of whoever owns these tanks that has to get this done, it can be pricey.
And this is happening at gas stations across the metro area following a batch of diesel being put into unleaded fuel tanks. We know it's impacting King Soopers gas stations as well as Murphy Express and Costco gas stations. As of Friday afternoon, we still don't know how many total gas stations are impacted. We've seen a list from King Soopers. It's about a dozen of their gas stations from Aurora, Broomfield, and Parker. We know there have been more than 200 complaints sent to the state about people whose cars broke down after accidentally getting diesel in their unleaded tanks. And now there are companies like this tank cleaning industrial company that now have to clean out these above ground tanks that store some of that fuel, as well as the underground tanks that are going to have to be emptied, cleaned, and then that's when a customer can trust that the fuel they get from that pump is what they expect to get.
But can we?
So it's where they're filling up the 18-wheelers.
Right.
So that's what the confusion is.
Yes. Because I was concerned about the drivers. I was concerned about it being the actual drivers putting the stuff in, but it's actually wherever the big.
Yeah, where they're,
the main.
I don't want to say the refinery, but where the storage the holding facilities are for the fuel. That's what's going on.
Yes.
Oh.
It was actually from the Sinclair. Did you hear him saying the Sinclair?
Yeah.
Here, let me play this other video real quick while I drink my water so you can.
I guess somebody's getting fired.
Yeah.
If you filled up your gas tank in Metro Denver on January 7th or January 8th, you need to hear this. State regulators are investigating after a lot of people have had issues with their engines after filling up with regular gas at King Soopers, Murphy Express stations, and Costco stations. We actually just heard from King Soopers, who said that all of this impacts 22 of their gas station locations. I'll put them on the screen right now. I'm told the potential cause of this was a Sinclair gas terminal that fills the tanker trucks may have been inadvertently filled with diesel instead of regular fuel, and that fuel was delivered throughout the metro area. State inspectors actually went to the Costco station at River Point in Sheridan and visually saw diesel fuel inside the tanks and took a sample back and confirmed that it was diesel. They've shut that station down now. We've heard from a lot of people over the last few hours who say that their car has shut down. Here's what you need to know if you were impacted by this. You need to call the gas station where you filled up with fuel if your car stops working after you fill it up. Diesel's incredibly bad for a regular engine. They should be able to get you into the claims process because this is going to be a mess sorting all of this out. You also want to contact the state's Division of Oil and Public Safety and file a complaint so that they can go and investigate these individual locations and try to figure out if they were impacted by this. I'm told it sounds like Sinclair at least knows where the gas was going, and they're now working proactively with the gas station owners to let them know something is wrong and to clean out those tanks and get regular gas back inside of them. So you might see some gas stations shut down throughout the metro area. But the big news is that this gas went out to a lot of different locations, at least 22 King Supers, and we're still waiting to hear back from Costco and Murphy Express. If you were impacted by this, let me know. Steve on your side at 9news.com.
I don't feel the consumer needs to do all that. They're not the ones that screwed up.
So how are they going to be able to get stuff taken care of if they don't go to the gas stations and complain and say, hey, my car was one of them? Like,
I mean, yeah, you should go to the gas station, and then the gas station should handle the claim.
Yeah. That's pretty serious. Could you imagine millions of dollars of fuel? Companies have to come in and clean these tanks out, and do we trust that they?
No, all that fuel's contaminated, so you can't even use it. Right. I would imagine
millions, maybe a billion. Who knows?
Who knows?
If they have to get rid of that gas.
It's a good thing we got all that Venezuelan oil coming.
I love him.
We got to back up to the backup. Like Martinez preaches, the backup to the backup to the backup. We got 500 million gallons coming.
Oh, my goodness.
Barrels, whatever you want to call it.
All right, let's move on. Okay, one other thing, another PSA out there. I wanted to put that out. The odometers. When you buy a car, let's go to this really quickly.
Consumer investigator Jason Knowles is here with more on the sharp increase in odometer rollbacks. Jason.
Judy, data from Carfax shows that almost 2.5 million cars on the road right now are suspected to have their odometers rolled back. The problem is on the rise because it only takes seconds to reverse miles on a vehicle. If you're in the market for a used vehicle, especially from a private seller online, beware. Carfax says odometer rollback numbers are up 14% from the previous year.
And what's especially concerning is that rate year over year is much higher than previous years.
Carfax and Atlanta speedometer showing how quickly a scammer can reverse the odometer reading.
So we're at 150,000 miles, and all I've got to do is press the button, and just within a couple seconds, that's when the dash is going to reset, and you're going to see it go to the subtraction of 100,000 miles very quickly.
Oh my gosh, so 100,000 miles gone.
Instantly. And as soon as we unplug this device, the vehicle drives off with, whatever mile.
What did you say?
I said put some air in them tires. But you need the tool.
Whatever mileage we programmed into it.
The device he's using is supposed to be used by mechanics to make mileage accurate on vehicles when there's an error. But the other...
What?
Really? I want one. I didn't know I can do that.
What?
Damn. I've been sending these things out for years.
Wait a minute now.
Well, slap me in the butt and call me Sally.
I don't know why would they put that out there.
Here's a link below. Go to Amazon. A fraction of the sales come back to me. Go fraudulently roll your mileage back. Make sure it's not under what the title says.
Oh, wow. Let me watch it. I didn't watch this whole thing.
Otherwise, legitimate tools can also be used to scam potential buyers.
Leave it to ABC.
The used car market is very competitive, but people don't want to spend a lot of money. So scammers are trying to think, what can I do to make this vehicle look more desirable,
Well, they don't got to think no more.
desirable, more attractive to the unsuspecting buyer.
Carfax says Illinois ranks as the 5th worst state in the nation for the problem as far as cities go.
Chicago is third in the nation with about 77,800 vehicles suspected to have had their odometers rolled back. And certainly this is a very worrisome number because it's trending in the wrong direction.
You can also purchase full vehicle history reports through online services like Carfax and AutoCheck by Experian. You should also get used vehicles inspected by a mechanic before you buy. You can even ask the seller to cover those costs. If you look at the dashboard, you trust the dashboard, but you can't.
Always manipulatable.
That is scary. Carfax has a...
That's crazy because I remember when they changed to digital odometers, we always talked about the rolling back and how easy it was. We're like, now they go digital. They can never mess with the...
Yeah. Somebody came out with a tool for everything.
That's it. That is it. Yeah, honey. What's the advice first? What advice would you give to somebody they're buying a used car? And the advice that we always give to people when they buy a used car, before you buy a used car,
well, you got to get it inspected. Just like they said, go get it inspected by a professional.
And a Carfax. Do a Carfax.
And do the Carfax because the mileage, you'll see all the mileages on there.
That's right. It shows you all the prior mileages from where it's been, if it was been in an accident or whatever the case may be.
Because if the car was paid off for a while, then they get the title is going to be whatever the mileage was. So if they paid it off and at 60,000 miles, the car has 200,000 miles on it, you can roll it back quite a bit.
Yes. All right, one PSA, and we're going out to GG Maps to God Guns, Meat, and Potatoes because we ran out of crazy time. But that's okay. That's good. I can make a couple of episodes if I want, right?
Yeah, that's right. Let's
go. So another PSA, y'all. We have these guys did a test, like a trap, a thief trap.
Oh, yes.
And you guys, this is good. You pay attention because this is, very informational for you. Beware.
A while later, this beige car rolls up, and he sees it too, and the same thing happens. Then not too long after that, this white car rolls up, and once again, they clearly see the box. But
that guy was not even out of the car. I mean,
right?
Look at
that is a professional thief. Right
I am telling you, he was like a ninja coming out of that car.
He's from Philadelphia. This white car rolls up, and once again, they clearly see the box, but they just leave it sitting right there without even breaking a window. And after observing all this, our best guess was that it was the size of the box that was spooking them. So we removed the heart and all the other critical components from the large box and placed them into a smaller box. And while it occupied a smaller footprint, it maintained all the same functionality of the bigger box while still looking like an enticing item to steal. So the next day, we put it back out on the street, but this time someone came by and actually smashed the window.
What's up with that area? Why do people keep coming to that area? That's sketch.
It's probably a...
Only we didn't see them
suburban
leave with the box.
Area.
And our working assumption was that he just wasn't able to open the door to take it. But when we checked the footage, it told a different story.
They're looking in the trunk.
Not only did he once again intentionally not steal a smaller box, but the real reason for breaking the small window was to pull the back seat down and check the trunk. Which means if you take nothing else away from this video, you should know putting your luggage in the trunk is not a solution to keep it from getting stolen. The reason they break these little windows so often, but it seems like nothing is missing, is because they're pulling down the seat to quickly check what's hidden from view in the trunk. And at this point, it was pretty disappointing, but we realized they'd adapted.
Is that interesting?
Wow.
Is that interesting? I'm telling you, these thieves think of anything. I know a lot of women will put their bags or their pocketbooks in the trunk, because and then they'll just take their debit card or their credit card with them. And that's the worst thing that you can do. You see what these guys are doing? I mean, they're just getting in the back. No, not all cars are the trunk is accessible the way it was with this.
Yeah, with the folding seats.
With the folding seats. But if you have one of these vehicles that you can easily access your trunk, you beware.
Hide in the back when they blow the thing off. Pop, pop. Get some paintball guns. Pop, 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 pop.
Okay.
Start hitting them with paintball guns.
Beware. This is crazy. Wow. You think that your stuff is safe in the trunk, and all right, let's keep on moving. Just a quick PSA
I always
for you.
fear about the people breaking into my car.
Yeah. Remember when they broke the window in the FJ?
Yeah.
And then they broke the window in the X3. Was it the X3 that they broke our window twice?
They stole the excellent satellite radio out of my Mazda.
We started leaving the doors open.
Yeah.
We're just too much glass being replaced. We just left the doors open. Take what you want.
It's the cleaning, dude.
Yeah.
I don't care. It's the cleaning of the broken glass that sucks.
Here's another quick PSA on our automotive news. Young people and mothers, if you're sending your kids out in these Waymo cars, because people tend to do that. Oh my God, I don't know why people trust so much, but anyways,
what the fuck
maybe
are you
it's
in
me.
the trunk? That's why, man, I'm trying to figure this out. Like, I'm over here. This shit won't let me out.
So this lady called a Waymo truck for her daughter, a Waymo car for her daughter, and there's a guy hiding in the back. And luckily that she checked. Luckily she went in and she checked, and she started recording it. What are you doing back there? And listen to what this idiot says.
She won't let me out.
Why are you in it?
Huh? They just put me in here.
Who put you in? The what?
The people. I'm like, that's what I'm asking. That's what I'm saying. Just look.
Call the police now. Now. Are you kidding me?
What the heck?
Are you kidding me? Ladies and gentlemen, this is happening. Are you kidding me? He's hiding in the back seat.
He's about to do something bad.
Yes. Talking about they put me in here. He said they put me in here. She's
Who's
like,
they? There's nobody in the car, stupido. There's nobody in the car. Who put you there? You better call Waymo and get your $39.99 back.
Close the door and call the police. There should be some kind of like button, red danger button or something on that thing. That is insane.
My goodness. That's crazy.
I saw that and I'm like, this is sickening. This is sick. And especially those Waymo vehicles are in not so great cities.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're in Austin, too. Austin and
all over Los Angeles.
San Francisco, California. They're in Arizona. I don't know.
Okay. And one last story here. No, let's go. No.
Criminals will figure out a way to do anything.
Yeah, they sure will. And that's really troubling and traumatizing that you're about to get in a car and somebody's hiding in the back. He's not even sitting in the front. He's not even...
They put me back here. They put me back here.
Lord have mercy on us today. My God, cover our children, our young people that love, they think these Waymo cars are so cool,
Yeah, and nobody's driving. There's a guy in the back.
Let's get into this.
Bang, bang, y'all.
All right, Matt Pollard. Let's get into this.
We already got into a lot of it. So
we're going to first, before you go into that, let me just say this. Camila Mendoza was a young lady that was missing during the Christmas time. And I just wanted to acknowledge that this spirit of suicide that's just hovering over our youth that really tugs at my heart. And it's a serious issue. But this young lady...
Right down the street from our house.
Yeah, just took her life, and you don't know what it is to have a child that disappears. I hope that none of us experience that, but they did a beautiful mural for her in San Antonio. We don't know what our children are thinking or what's going on in their minds and their heads, so we should continue to pray for young people everywhere. So Camila Mendoza, almost 19 years old, was seen on Christmas Eve near Northwest San Antonio home. Law enforcement, volunteers, and nonprofits conducted an extensive search in Northwest Bexar County. And the body was found in a field near her home. So I don't understand. They did such an extensive search for her, and she was just not so far from her home. Like, this just sounds so sketch to me. But anyways, I just want to acknowledge that because it's kind of a tough situation. This young lady, again, we don't know what was going on through her mind, but it says that it was ruled that she died by suicide from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. A firearm was also found at the scene. Her death has spurred mental health discussions and increased outreach from local supports and organizations. And so I just wanted to acknowledge her and stuff. And it's a sad,
suspect to me.
Yeah, it is sad, but definitely suspect. It sure is. All right,
Either way, it's bad.
Yeah, it is. It is. Let's pray for your children, y'all. Pray. Tell me where you want to go first, and we'll go there.
Islam will be America.
What's that? Islam will be America. Okay, so this is what they're telling us right to our faces, y'all.
So you saw the daycares, right?
Yeah.
And then all the corruption going on in there, and
God is powerful. It's never gonna happen. You control the heart of Americans. God guides whom He wills. Over my dead body will just become an Islamic. يريدون ليطفئوا نور الله بأفواههم والله متم نوره ولو كره الكافرون.
Oh my goodness.
Islam's coming to America. Islam's coming to America? Yes, it's coming. Wait, is this going to be one day America will become a Muslim state, a Muslim country. Really? Tell Trump. That's never going to happen.
Tell Trump.
It's never going to happen. God is powerful. God is powerful. Is that what everybody cares?
Not your God, sir.
Yeah.
Our goal is to make America Islam. Really? Islamic state. Look. God is powerful. It's never going to happen. You control the heart of Americans. God guides whom He wills. Over my dead body will just become an Islamic.
They just tell us blatantly, right in our face. The devil is a liar.
Yep.
If that happens, listen, I'll be gone, caught up with him in the air.
I ain't worried about it.
Waiting for the rapture.
I'm not worried about it.
Not at all. What they should be worried about in all these countries all around the world is, I want to get into this, the chilling Maduro story.
Yeah.
Let me tell you this story really quickly about Catherine, what's her name, honey? Levitt. Catherine Levitt had posted this, that everybody should read this story that was posted. I'm not sure who the interviewer was, but she posted it on X. Here, let me just try this real quick.
You put it up there?
Yeah.
Look at the thumbnail of Trump.
Well, I have it here.
He's got laser beams. He's got laser
And I'm just going to keep it on a loop. Yeah, while I read it here.
Loop that loop.
So she was talking about one of the security Maduro's security guards had been interviewed by this individual. Let me find the story really quickly here because boom. Okay, this is what's on the screen right now. It says she says, "Stop what you're doing and read this. This account from a Venezuelan security guard loyal to Nicolas Maduro is absolutely chilling, and it explains a lot about the tone across Latin America suddenly changed." So it says the security guard says, "On the day of the operation, we didn't hear anything coming. We were on guard, but suddenly all our radar systems shut down without any explanation. The next thing we saw were drones, a lot of drones, flying over our positions. We didn't know how to react." The interviewer asked the security guard, "So what happened next? How was the main attack?" The security guard says, "After those drones appeared, some helicopters arrived, but there were very few. I think barely 8 helicopters. From those helicopters, soldiers came down, but a very small number, maybe 20 men. But those men were technologically very advanced. They didn't look like anything we've fought against before."
Wow.
So Matt and I were talking, and I said, "What does that sound like? That sounds like some alien type stuff. What do you mean?"
That sounds like someone very more advanced than a Navy SEAL or an Army Ranger.
A cyborg or something? Like, what is this?
Half robot, half Navy SEAL.
Yeah, he said maybe 20 men, but those men were technologically very advanced. They didn't look like anything we fought against before. And then the interviewer says, "And then the battle began?" And then security guard says, "Yes, but it was a massacre. We were hundreds, but we had no chance. They were shooting with such precision and speed. It seemed like each soldier was firing 300 rounds per minute. We couldn't do anything." The interviewer says, "And your own weapons? Don't they help?" And the security guard answered and said, "No help at all, because it wasn't just the weapons. At one point, they launched something. I don't know how to describe it. It was like a very intense sound wave. Suddenly, I felt like my head was exploding from the inside. We all started bleeding from the nose.
Wow.
Some were vomiting blood. We fell to the ground, unable to move." And the interviewer says, "And your comrade, did they manage to resist?" And the security guard said, "No, not at all. Those 20 men without a single casualty killed hundreds of us. We had no way to compete with their technology, with their weapons. I swear I've never seen anything like it. We couldn't even stand up after the sonic weapon or whatever it was."
Wow.
And so then the interviewer says, "So do you think the rest of the region should think twice before confronting Americans?" And the security guard said, "Without a doubt, I'm sending a warning to anyone who thinks they can fight the United States. They have no idea that what they're capable of. After what I saw, I never want to be on the other side of that again. They're not to be messed with." And the interviewer said, "I know that Trump has said Mexico is on the list. Do you think the situation will change in Latin America?" And the security guard answered, "Definitely. Everyone is already talking about this. Nobody wants to go through what we went through. Not everyone thinks twice. Now everyone thinks twice. What happened here is going to change a lot of things, not just in Venezuela, but throughout the region."
And then they hover the F-35 or whatever over Mexico.
Are you kidding me? Yeah, go ahead.
Pause right here for a second.
What happened recently that we were like that Trump hasn't said anything about this? And I was like, yeah, because he was too busy dealing with this Maduro thing.
Oh my goodness, what were we talking about?
Something had happened that everybody was like, why hasn't Trump said anything about this?
Oh my God, I don't remember.
Me either. That's why I'm asking you.
Oh, the daycares.
Oh, that's right. That's right. And that's right. The billions of dollars that are
the corruption
that were stolen from the American taxpayers. So yeah, everybody was like, well, why isn't Trump saying anything? What's going on? And exactly this move that he did with Maduro, and even reading this security guard's interview and the outcome, like that's some real stuff.
That's crazy.
Some, like, wow.
Cyborg people.
Blown away.
I guess that's why
to be an American. I don't know. It just makes me a little more prouder.
I said it made me feel real secure. That's for sure.
Wow.
But then Kim Jong-un and Putin are meeting or something.
Yeah, we'll talk about that next time because I don't know.
We'll see what happens.
I don't know what that whole visit was about. But just the fact that I'm like, what if? Like my cogs are going, what if they have some kind of a half? Elon's in the picture. Elon's in the, in his hands was in the administration or whatever. And he's, got
Tesla robots.
Right? And connections with all kinds of stuff that, who knows? Maybe there is some kind of aircraft that they found. People are talking about, Rosdale and all this Area 51 and all that stuff.
Yeah, you never know.
That a lot of people claim that it's real. I'm not really a conspiracy theorist. It's just the way that this man is talking. It just sounds.
We went to Mars and found. We hijacked this. UFO.
Yeah, the weapons. These are weapons like that you've never seen before. Kind of like the Wakanda stuff.
Metals on Mars.
You'll never know. The way that this guy, I was like, whoa, wait, what? All right, Matt Paula.
Little preacher guy.
Let's go into this preacher guy.
That's 3 minutes long.
Yeah, and Matt had posted this reel
a couple days ago.
Yeah, about this little preacher, and I think he's gone viral because I've seen a couple other people post him. But he is something to listen to because he is talking right, y'all. He's talking right. I'll let you listen right now.
Don't add up to me. I just wanna point this out. Don't add up to me. You say that you're a Christian, right? Say that you're a Christian. I want you to listen to me good. You say you're a Christian, but you're gay. But you're gay. You married a woman, you married a man, but you say you're a Christian. Wait a minute, now that don't add up. I mean, go read Leviticus 18 and 22 and see what it says. Go read Romans 1, 26 through 27 and see what it says. Be careful who you let in the chamber of your marriage.
Be careful who you let in the chamber of your marriage.
That's what that's his sermon, or it is about what you keep in your chamber. That's so deep for a little boy. Like, what is in your chamber?
License to preach.
And chamber is not like the gun chamber. Chamber is in your
circle.
Your private quarters. Your private quarters. That's what your chamber is. Like the judge has a chamber. Your bedroom is your chamber. That's what.
Look what happened with the girl with the Minnesota. The marriage, the wife. She let that wife in her chamber, and she's unalived.
Don't need no license to preach. There ain't no other man can tell me how to preach. And I'm sorry. The Lord called me to preach and nobody else called me but the Lord. My mama didn't do it. My mama didn't sign me up for it. My daddy didn't sign me up for it. And let me tell you something, the most best thing that ever happened in my life is when I let Jesus in the chamber of my life. I wasn't worried about my friends. I wasn't worried about the home. Let me tell you something, that's the best thing that you could ever do. You say, let me tell you something, I tried everything in 2025, but you didn't try Jesus. Boy, if that don't get you excited, your wood's wet. I'm just sorry to tell you. Be careful who you let in the chamber of your marriage. They say that little boy's excited, ain't he? They say that little boy gets taller each and every time you see him when he's in the pulpit. I told one time, I said, you might be right. But number 4, and I'm wrapping this thing up. Be careful who you let in the chamber of your church. You got to be careful who you let in the pulpit nowadays. You got to be careful who you let come and sing for you nowadays. You'll have a preacher coming up to you. He'll say, I've got my crowd coming to sing for me. And it's something you might not be used to. They come in there with pants on, holes in the knees. You say, I ain't never been used to this. But that's what's going on in your churches nowadays. You got them running in the aisles with flags, waving them in the air like this. You got your fog lights in there. Got your smoke machines. But let me tell you something, that's what's going on. It just now didn't start. It's been going on for a long time. But you see, people so worried, so worried that I'm going to lose my members. I'm going to lose my offering plate. Man, you lost your mind. I'm doing this for the Lord. I ain't doing it for nobody else.
Come on now.
I'm not doing it for you. I'm not doing it for my uncle. I'm not doing it for the money. I'm doing it for the Lord. But see, nowadays you allow people to get in the pulpit and the gay. You allow people, Sunday school teachers, to go back there and teach your youngins, and they're gay.
Oh my.
You allow people to get up in the choir, that they're letting these things go on in their home, their marriage, their friends, but then they want to bring it down to the church house.
My goodness.
What you think that little youngin's going to look up to him and say, well, I think I can do that. I think
That's
I'm
right.
allow that to go on in my home. I think I'm allow that to go on in my chamber.
Now, some might say, oh, he's just reacting to what
he's mimicking other
mimicking
preachers.
exactly. But
Yeah.
the Bible talks about the out of the mouth of babes. The Bible talks about that they will prophesy. I mean, the Bible talks about these, how smart, how eloquent, how I don't know, just brilliant. Even the fact that he's using such an adult type of way,
Vocabulary.
Chamber, using the word chamber, that just like caught me. I'm like, okay. The moment I started, I was like, oh, another little boy preaching, mimicking or whatever. But then I started to listen a little bit more, and the words that he's using and the examples, that's Holy Ghost, y'all. That is Holy Ghost.
Amen.
All day.
That was a good little clip.
Yes, loved it. All right, one automotive left, and we got to land this plane. All right. So I guess we might as well just go all in, right? I'm going to do the AOC and the Price is Right. Y'all seen AOC on the Price is Right now? There may be, I don't know if there's any swearing or not, but again, disclosure. I'll try to take it out.
You may forget one or two.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah. Here she is.
Hey, Johnny, tell us about the next item that old Alexandria What's-Her-Nuts here probably won't win.
All right, Bob, we have a surprise for you. Today it's the all-new Antifa and Black Lives Matter approved protester printing press made by Soros for all of your protest sign needs at home or take it on the road with you. Whenever your whiny ass feels the need to protest, print up your protest sign instantly for all of your protest needs. Made by Soros.
Drop it hard.
That's funny.
My goodness, but not so far-fetched, y'all. I always say it.
Somebody's driving around with that in their trunk, printing up them signs, dropping them off with the bricks.
Sure, I wouldn't be surprised.
All right, everybody, thank you so much. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for the Faithpoints TV listeners. Don't forget, Android TV, Apple TV, Fire TV, ROKU, and also you can follow Automotive Truth on Facebook, Instagram, X, and YouTube, of course, and Spotify. Don't forget, we're on every single one of the most of the major podcast platforms. You can find the audio versions there.
Yes, you can. And don't forget to connect us. Connect us if you have any questions. I always say, marriage, second opinion diagnosis on your vehicle, any business questions that you may have, we can help. So connect us. Download the app on Apple or wherever you get your apps from, and download Connect so you can reach out to us.
Yeah, and there's a lot of other people on there too. So a lot of celebrities as well.
Yeah. Just continue to pray. Continue to pray for this country. Continue to pray for your children. Continue to pray for your husbands and wives.
Amen.
Even as they go in their day, or they're going to work or wherever they may go, to the grocery store or whatever, keep them covered under the blood, because we're living in a crazy world and anything can happen, provoked or unprovoked. So yeah, there's that. And don't forget, Jesus is Lord, and He's coming soon.
There's no other way. Like the little boy said, I tried everything in 2025, but did you try Jesus?
That's right. Try Him.
Try Jesus. And until next time, we out.
Bye.